So the weather is getting increasingly cold and rainy, and in all honesty, I'm not too mad about it. However, with the cold season right around the corner or upon us, I'm feeling like I need to be a little bit more prepared because this is the first cold season that we have lived in this house. We moved here in spring and have been here throughout all of the warm months. And we've basically lived outside for a really large part of that, which I have loved. We have a beautiful, beautiful backyard, and we've just spent so much time out there. And then in combination with warm weather and a baby and a toddler, I have just not found or taken the time to really focus my energy on creating a beautiful space indoors. And so now that I'm seeing we're going to be spending a lot more time here, especially as a stay-at-home mom who, you know, doesn't get out of the house much. Yeah, Melly. Melvin is on the floor there, in case you hear something. Anyways, and so I am looking at doing some different preparations for the cold season. I think it's just about taking a couple of corners in this home and giving them just that loving touch and kind of bringing some stuff to life. Yeah, making sure that we, and specifically me, really have a place that I love to be in when I don't have much of a choice. Some of that includes some organizational things, some of that includes some decoration, some of that includes just a little bit of a cozy vibe. So I thought it would be fun to bring you along with me, and let's get my home ready for the cold season. So let's go get my home ready for the cold season. That was really cheesy. You want to take the basket? Oh, you're so heavy.
Oh.
That in later days, the memory of this place and these times will live her sweetly, shaping our lives, our hopes, our deeds. Yeah, I'm in prayer. May the comfort and fellowship of this heart be so kindled in our own hearts, O Lord, that as we journey outward from this place, even in seasons of cold and darkness, we will do so always carrying the warmth of your love and the light of your mercies. You can see we're just working on this wall behind me right now, and I have a little work partner here. Yeah, let's not touch the camera, okay? The not touch the camera rule is working. This wall back here is like a project that I've been wanting to kind of work on because it's just, I don't know. Yeah, exactly, right? I've got my copper pans hanging up above there, which I think are so beautiful, but somehow this space back here, it just like, I don't know, it's a little bit lackluster in my opinion, and so I'm wanting to elevate that corner a little bit. So I've gone back and forth a lot between thinking about wallpaper or just painting it a solid color. So in the end, I am planning on painting the wall a solid color, probably like a sage green, something like this, and then doing a little hand painted design on top. Anyways, let's keep going. A piece? There you go. Can you go put it on the wall over there? So it's a couple of days, or maybe more than a couple of days later. My family got sick, so we kind of took a break from everything except for holding crying babies and wiping runny noses and that kind of thing for a while. Today is kind of the first day that, again, that I'm feeling up to working on something else, and so wanted to keep on doing my cold weather preparations, which, yes, project for today is organizing a bookshelf. You can't see it in the frame because it is behind this tree, but in our living room we really don't have very much storage space for anything. It's because the way that our apartment is set up, we have our living space, so basically our living room and our kitchen, and then we have a little hallway, which is a very creaky hallway. You'll know in a second why that matters. And then our bedrooms are on either side of that hallway, and so that's where Emery sleeps and where Melvin sleeps. And so when they're napping or sleeping early in the morning or whenever, I want to walk through there as little as possible because I don't want to wake them up with the creaky floors. And so, but on the other side over there, there's the bathroom and like our kind of more pantry storage area. There are a few things that I want to keep in here, so I don't always have to go through there to grab them when I want them or need them. So I want it to be functional, I want it to be pretty, and I just want to kind of try and create some more space so that I reduce clutter in the other areas of our house. So yes, let's get started. Or continue, because I've actually already started. Well, this plant is dead. Part of preparing for the cold season is soaking up as much outdoor warm-ish weather as possible, and I would say sunshine, but we sadly miss the sunshine. It's already behind the forest right over there, but we just made a really impromptu decision to pack a picnic and come sit out here. I mean, that view is just so gorgeous. Matthias is with the boys right now looking at some goats and allowing me to finish my dinner in peace. And I have the film camera with me, so I already took a couple of pictures. I might take a few more, but I'm just wanting to, yeah, just capture the moment before things get too cold. I mean, I'm sure we'll have a few more times like this when we can get out, but just always want to enjoy it and soak it up. So it's October 25th today, and kind of feel like all the projects that I was wanting to get done that I was mentioning in the beginning of this video have been done. But I just wanted to conclude this video with a small dose of reality. I feel like I've seen so many videos like these of people doing projects in their homes and things like that, which don't get me wrong, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I love those kinds of videos, and I love the aesthetic homes and everything, and I love when my home is clean and just looks nice, and that is something that is very important to me, that I really value. I'm very affected by my environment. But I have a 9-month-old and a 2.5-year-old, and the reality of what my house looks like most of the time is like there's just random curtains on the floor, a rag to clean up, so many spills every single day. My house is just messy and it's lived in. There's life in my house, and I definitely struggle with that a lot, like just wanting to always keep everything looking nice, and to some extent, yes, that is very important. But just the message that I'm wanting to bring across right now is that in preparing for this cold season, this first cold season in our new home, and wanting things to look nice and to be pretty and all those things, what I'm actually wanting is just that it feels nice. The thing that really makes the difference that all of us are after is the soul of the home. Is it an atmosphere of peace, or is it chaos? And yeah, even though it's a lot more hard to get, you can have peace even when there's visual chaos. For me, just the thought of hearing my children giggling and having deep connecting conversations with my husband, and knowing that there is love under this roof, and there is peace and harmony even in the face of conflict, because we can talk about the hard things and resolve the conflict, and even in the face of little children learning what's right and what's wrong, and there's glass shattering and there's people hurting other people. And for me, it's the fact that we can always come back to a place of love and a place of peace even in the midst of chaos. That's it for me. That's what really makes a house a home. And it's not easy. I had a rough morning with the kids, and they're both finally napping now, and so I'm just wanting to sit down with you and just talk about reality. Yes, I've done some projects in my home to help make it look and feel nicer, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but the reality is it looks like this most of the time, and my home is lived in. There's life in it, and I would much rather have that than actually have things looking the way I would maybe want them to look. So I think I hear my coffee heating up over there, and I'm gonna go relax while I can while the boys are sleeping. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see similar content, please subscribe and like this video. It really would help me a lot. And thanks so much for watching.